yeah. Funky 60s or 70s or something. I don't know what this is. Easy listening.
Very easy listening, especially when you spin it so well.
Oh, yeah. It's Sunday. You know what that means. That's right. Kopimi Radio for the next 2 hours. Playing music and talking nonsense. And also we're playing nonsense and talking music.
We know how to switch it up. We do. When they say same old, it's always a surprise. We never know.
No idea. I mean, 2 hours ago, I didn't even know this track was being played. And yet here we are.
And it's awesome. I'm telling you. Thoroughly enjoy.
What kind of vibe is going on this evening? I don't know. I've got no idea.
The kopimi kind of vibe.
Yeah. I've got a blind four-legged animal in my woods, and it's a no idea. That's all I'm saying.
No idea. I saw what you did there. I didn't get it the first time. Yeah. Little hint.
Yeah.
Good as hitting me with a fish.
Slap. Get in there.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
For your listening pleasure this evening, we have no idea. You're welcome. For your topics of conversation, we have no idea. You're welcome. And
posting is freely done. Yes.
I did notice earlier that I think Christine the Pirate already in the room going, "Who's ready for the show in a bit?" And yeah.
But here it is now.
Yeah, it's actually happening. Actually happening as we're speaking.
Yeah. It's been known to do that, to happen when we're actually doing it. It's one of the incredible things about the Kopimi universe, you know?
It is.
Time moves at the store. Things are funnier than they were, and you look back at it and you're like, wow, you know, I'm brilliant.
I think I've said
agree with you.
I've said to you before. I've listened back to the show in the week and have actually laughed at my own jokes. Now I know that may there may be a psychological problem that I have there, but for now, who cares?
No, actually, you are very funny. Yes. I will admit this if nobody else does.
And just for the record, that's not just funny looking, okay, everyone.
No sense of humor, 100 points. Yes.
I know you were all thinking it. Okay.
Nobody thinks of that, especially how hard you've not been working lately. Yeah. What about those health and sports fitness pics that you used to post on your world famous Instagram?
Wow, Jesus Christ, that was a bit of a low blow. All right, so I've not been to the gym. Okay, all right, I admit it.
No, I'm asking like law-wise and all the Corona stuff that's been going on. I mean, I hear like insane stuff is going on all over the world.
It's true, although in the UK we don't have it anymore.
So none of those zones are applicable for anything.
Nope.
You know, remember we were talking about the zone 3 and the zone 2.
All gone. We are leading the world in not giving a fuck, basically.
Hey, at least that, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Boris could do anything else. After the couple of weeks he's had in politics, it was just kind of, let them do whatever they want. Blah. And that was it, basically.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
So they got busted so bad they have no retort, and like
Absolutely.
the walls fell down all by themselves.
That's exactly what happened. So in other news, of course, are you catching up with the world of Canada? I mean, Canada's in an anarchy state right now, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of hard for Canadians to be anarchy, but yeah,
it's something to do
crazy
with
stuff.
This is how I understand it. As a Brit, this is what's happening in Canada right now. Apparently, if you want to drive a truck or something, you have to be jabbed. If you're not jabbed, then you can't do your job, and if you can't do your job, you can't feed your family. Fast forward on a week, and something like 50,000 truck drivers have turned up in Canada and are beeping their horns constantly. The last time I looked, there was just this kind of ongoing.
They call it the Canadian drone from now on.
Can you
like
imagine?
The ever-present sound.
Can you imagine? You're there, you're minding your own business, you're eating some Canadian lobster. I don't know what Canadians eat. You're putting some maple syrup over the top of it.
Maple syrup, eh?
I know they've got a lot of that. It's actually on their flag and everything, isn't it?
Yes.
So and there they are, mind your own business, and the next thing you hear is, and you think, oh, good, that'll stop in a minute, and then 6 hours later, your ears are bleeding, and you're going, please stop. But yeah, that's the political world of Canadians. So even they haven't gone out with guns, they haven't murdered people. They're just leaning on their horn. I love that.
Just the traffic jams were like absolutely insane, and this kind of like, you know, this is the right way to have a strike, to be politically active, you know, for your own good, that would be the way. And Jimmy Hoffa, I mean, he disappeared because, you know, he was a union leader, but again, he was one of the union leaders, and this is the way the truck drivers represent themselves. You know,
I love it. I just do. I think it's brilliant.
Power to the people.
Yeah. So yeah, dead impressed with that. That's how their right to protest in Canada.
Those militant Canadians, you know.
We're sorry, eh?
But have a good day. Sorry for the traffic jam, eh? Yep. We got beer in the truck, eh? We're having a party.
I don't actually know all of the ins and outs, and I'm sure there's something much more political going on that I just don't understand. Clearly.
Well, I mean, it's like the way to cripple today's society is either you stop the trucks and you stop the trains and you stop the planes, and then civilization as you know it today kind of ceases. And this is maybe just pushing the point and saying, hey, dude, it's going to be another week and a half until you get your delivery of not so fresh fruit anymore and curdled milk. You know?
I mean, it's
because again, just think about
possible.
The size of Canada, and to move stuff, truck drivers play a huge part in that in almost every country worldwide.
They do. But without
in the UK, they had a truck driver big deal.
Yeah, it happens from time to time. Yeah, sometimes we block the port from one side, then the French have a go, and then we have a traffic jam, and then those people who are against climate, they'll sit in the road, and that causes a traffic jam.
We had a traffic jam of climate protesters.
And then there's people who get up in the morning, and that causes a traffic jam. I mean, basically, we're in a constant state of traffic jams.
For work and carbon dioxide, and I had to burn another 6 liters of gasoline because of fucking protesters.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
Exactly. I've just received notification through my doorstep today that locally to me we're going to have the clean air bill, which means certain areas of where I live we're not allowed to drive certain types of vehicles without paying even more for the privilege of polluting the air.
Wow.
That's how we roll.
That's just you know, wow. Excuse me, you breathing over there. I'm sorry, we have to check your carbon dioxide footprint right now.
I think it's time we taxed you for that. We noticed you were breathing a bit too heavily, so tax on you and a tax on you over there.
We tax you on your breath.
That's how we'll roll soon. Literally, there'll be people. We'll have a little breath counter, and it'll be saying you've breathed more than someone else next to you, so therefore you pay more. You're using more oxygen.
They kind of have that as it's called an oxygen bottle, you know. And when you can't breathe good enough, you got to start paying for the oxygen that you breathe.
Maybe that's the way to go. But there we are. That's the world of politics for you guys. We've just summed it up in the last 8 minutes for you.
Yep. Absolutely.
Job done. It's another usual evening. As I said, we have no clue what we're talking about. We'll just shoot from the hip as we always do. And we'll have a look in the Discord chat and see if anyone's memeing in there. I know Ace Machine's in the house. I'm sure something's going to be put up there. That usually happens, and we'll share it on the screen with you, which is great because you can watch us on all of the wonderful platforms that we're on, like YouTube. And
like YouTube and Twitch and on Live and on Facebook and Dive TV and Mob Crush and Africa TV and livefc2.com and Trovo. Yes.
Who also makes sweets.
Addresses in the description underneath. And like, share, and subscribe.
And hit that.
Or don't.
And hit that bell if you're on YouTube.
Bow tie that bell.
Bow tie the bell. Sorry,
bow tie that bell.
Bow tie that bell. And what will happen is every time that we go live, you'll get a little notification that goes, hey, those people are on again. And then you can come and have a look. And
Exactly. You won't have to set your alarm. You'll get actual notification.
Boom.
No alarms needed.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Anyway, let's kick the show off. Let's do with "Ain't Gonna Go Back," which is a double negative, so that means he is going to go back.
Gotta be good.
Yeah, it's by a
It
Cami.
got to contradict himself. I'm with you, man.
Okay, well, check this out.
Contradiction in music.
Are you ready for music? Then you're ready for DJ Joker.
And I'll hit the road, Jack. Ain't got no place to call home. And I ain't gonna go back. It's my palace and my throne. Hit the road, Jack. Ain't got no place to call home. And I ain't gonna go back. It's my palace and my throne. 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 And my throne.
cross-post.
So we'll interrupt this program because obviously Mr. Computer over here has just gone and made this wonderful weird noise. I have no idea why it's doing it. So rather than making your ears bleed, just for the next couple of minutes, we'll play a very quick game of I Spy. I spy with my little eye something beginning with T. Now, I'll just transition so that you can all see the same things that I can see, and then you'll be able to play along. So, yeah, something beginning with T. See if you can work that one out whilst I try and work out what's happening to this god-awful bloody machine. Maz, your turn.
Consummate professional, I swear to God. You're fucking awesome. Oh, man.
What
they only knew.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Something beginning with T in the studio.
I would say television monitor, and I would probably be wrong.
You would be wrong. You would be wrong. Go on, let's just open this up a little bit more. What else might begin with the letter T? What do you reckon?
Geez, I don't know. Let's see. No, that's not a T43 model. How about right? An AXT? No. Would it possibly be something you have two of and not only one?
Now be careful. It is what we can see, not what maybe elsewhere in the studio that isn't visible. Just be careful.
Breastus is not included.
Yes.
Breastus is not included.
Definitely not. It's not testicles, if that's what you were thinking. But there are two of them in the studio, yes. And it does begin with T.
Yes, and they have like wand handles, and they spin in amazing synchronicity.
Good.
I would say.
Very good. They do spin. Any ideas what that might be called? Can you remember?
Yes, but decks don't start with the letter T. This is the problem I have.
But what do they do? What do they do? They are a.
They spin. They scratch.
Maybe.
I would say they turn on the table.
Yay! Maz wins, and he gets the special week's prize of ad-libbing for a few minutes whilst we restarted the program that plays the music.
Absolutely.
Obviously, the computer didn't like
game show music, my good man. With some scratching in it, please.
It didn't like the version with Madonna, obviously, and thought, hey, sod that. Yeah. But tough. We're playing it again anyway.
Suffer.
Something like this. Don't go
like it heavy and dark. That's
Always.
that's coffee, that is, by the way, everyone. The music's also quite heavy and dark as well at the moment. This is a Golden Hour by Thomas Schumacher.
Not the race car driver.
No, and also not the same as a golden shower. That's something completely different. This is a golden hour.
That's something else on the index. Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah, those are all the things that it's not. But what it actually is a bit of music,
Use that.
which is quite good, I think. Wow. I mean, I have to say, shout outs to, I think, was it Ace Machine and, oh, I do apologise. My head's not in gear this evening. You know, the other guy. Who's the other guy, Maz?
Nail Bomb. And Matsumix.
And Matsumix.
Yes. And Aardvark in the room, a.k.a. not Aardvark.
Lots of people guessing the words, like turntable. Well done. Which is quite good. So, yeah, well done for you guys. I love this, by the way. I want one of these. A kind of bullshit sucking machine that sucks things out of my head. I need it for reasons.
Yeah. That's a hair dryer, to be honest. And that's like 1960s model.
Well,
and it blows all that plastic chemical goodness into your scalp, into the rest of your bloodstream, and that's probably why Americans are so stupid.
Nice. And Matsumik's giving me the Homer Simpson any key meme. I do like that one as well.
Yes.
What else have we got? Some skinny dudes reading the newspaper, the Kopimi logo.
I like that upturned Zeppelin.
Yes. A scene from Pulp Fiction. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Rogan. That's quite funny. Are you aware of this?
That's apropos. I think they had a word fight or something like that.
So yeah, on Spotify. So apparently Rogan's been on the air basically with people on his podcast, basically denying everything. From
that's what he does. From
the dawn of time, everything's a lie, and we're all living in a simulation.
Unless you eat 13 spiders that are only caught in the bottom of the deepest, darkest well. You know what I'm saying?
And then there's a very famous musician whose name has gone out of my head, who basically said to Spotify, either he goes or I go.
I go.
Anyway, Rogan's still on Spotify. You draw your own conclusion from that.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, I like that.
And he should know better than that, because he's one of the voices of the 60s, so to speak. So it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about then. So, in other news,
yes.
The Book of Boba Fett is shaping up very nicely. This week, it had a special guest star, Maz. And if you're not...
Oh, I've seen 2 episodes. I'll admit to watching 2 episodes, and I got the second one in yesterday, too.
Okay, cool.
It's entertaining.
Well, once you get up to episode 5, it's kind of like, oh yes, now we're cooking on gas.
Sweet. I'm just waiting till they invent one of those liquid bats that help heal what ails you. That would be solid. That I could use one of those, man.
That sounds awesome. Some very random. I mean, I'm loosely using the words memes here, but there's some photos in the Discord chat. Let's just go with that. There's some odd photos. That's what I will say there.
Yes, odd photos. Oh, nail bombing nails, man.
Oh, Aardvark's in the house. Evening, Aardvark.
Yes. Turning into your mother. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I've seen that happen.
Aardvark is planning on binge watching. We're talking about the same thing. Hopefully, we're talking about the Book of Boba Fett, or we're talking about something else. I don't know, but maybe whatever you're worth is binge watching. Binge watch it.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Whatever we're talking about, let's binge watch it. That's what I like to do.
So, and also, I mean, did I give you the lowdown? So I was watching the Ozark. Remember Ozark season 4 finally upon us, and the bastards have done this thing where they've said it's part 1, which means they've only released 7 episodes of season 4, and they're calling it part 1 of the season, meaning that they must have stopped filming or something, probably because of COVID or I don't know, some other thing happening in the world. All of the. All of the truck drivers are from Canada who move all of the camera equipment around are probably sat in Canada right now.
The Canadian movie business,
leaning on the horn.
Can't get through.
I'm sorry, eh?
It's quiet on the set. I'm saying quiet on the set. Can somebody stop those horns in the background?
Anyway, I just put this Jamaican air horn, Maz. I know you can't hear that, but for comic effects, that worked quite well.
I will enjoy it, yes.
Yeah. So so it got to a climatic moment of the series, and I won't spoil it for anyone other than to say that more people got killed. Yay! Anyway, there's a moment of, oh my god, that person there who's a pivotal character in the whole season, in the whole series. You think, oh my god, they're going to go on a killing spree, and they're about to do it. And then the titles went up, and it was like, here are some other suggestions on Netflix, bitch. And I was like, what?
Watch something else.
How dare you?
Well, that's not cool.
No.
That's not cool.
Not cool at all.
We live in the society of instant gratification. I want to know now.
Exactly. So now I have to wait. I don't know how long I have to wait. I can't even, because I know if I Google it, if it says, oh yeah, in September these will be out, I can live with that. But if it's like, oh, it's not even been filmed yet, and it's likely to be released in 2024. I mean, it's game over, man. Game over.
So you didn't. So you. Game over. The end of the world. As we know it. I can understand your angst.
Indeed.
You know? So what? You got like half an episode? They give you half an episode?
Well, it's kind of.
Or did they give you a whole episode?
Yeah, they give us a whole episode.
As if it was half an episode.
Yeah. So they gave us 7 episodes of the 4th season that they're referring to as part 1 of the 4th season. Jesus, you got to have like a PhD to watch this stuff, I tell you. I've had to take notes and everything.
I gotta figure it out on a higher level than we exist on. I can think that. They're trying to be smart, man.
There's a
society.
chalkboard in my living room next to the TV, so I can literally write things up as I'm going to remind myself of where we are and what I'm even watching.
And I'm the one who smokes all the weed. I don't get this. How does that work? I smoke weed, you forget. Where are we going with this? Either that or start smoking weed, so at least you'll have a reason to have to write shit down.
When in Rome.
Right.
I don't know what that reference was there, but yeah, when in Rome.
It was when you're in Rome.
Yeah, when you're
in Rome.
Smoke weed. In Rome, apparently.
They don't talk French in Rome. That's it.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Hey, roll another fatty. Probably that's probably how they do it.
Really? Really? Probably could be.
So and then it's nice when you get the surprises though. So here's one for you. You'll like this. So I enjoy my comics. I enjoy reading comic books because I'm a fully functioning adult and I can do what I want. So
fully functioning, higher level functioning. Yeah, I can dig that.
I'm a high functioning sociopath. Apparently, that's what people tell me.
Hey, dude, man. As long as you pay the bills at the end of the month, I think that's all that's important.
So anyway, about 3 years ago, this comic book series I was reading basically said, look, we've done 156 episodes or issues. We've decided to have a break because we don't want to put rubbish out. We only want to put good stuff out. So we're going to come back in a couple of years when we've got all of this sort of set out, and then we'll start again. And you hear people say this all the time in that industry, and it's like, yeah, like you will. That's the end of that. Yeah. And to my delight, I had a notification come through this week saying, yeah, remember that thing you were reading from like 3 years ago? Issue number 409 is now available. And you're like, and that's got to be a mistake. So I went and had a quick look and thought, no, I've not read this one. Flick back and look back at the old ones, and no, it isn't. It's a new one. So I did a quick bit of research and thought, oh my god, they kept their promise.
Unlike the government, they kept their promise.
Exactly. I mean, and they kept to the time frame as well. So I'm going to vote for them in the next election. Image Comics are going to get my vote.
You know what? I'll bet a lot of people will vote for them if you just we put the word out early.
Yep, absolutely.
They'll get a lot of votes.
I think so. So that's the answer. Other answers are available, like for instance Mike Vales, which is music is the answer. So let's play this for a while and you guys enjoy that, and we'll be back in a bit.
gets loud. Switch. Da-dum, da-dum. Follow the drum. Switch. I'll go and drum. Follow the drum. Switch. Switch. Da-dum, da-dum. Follow the drum. Switch. I'll go and drum. Follow the drum. Da-dum, da-dum. Switch. All my boys go da-dum, da-dum. When the beat drops, they want to follow the drum. And all my girls, yeah, they all go and drum. When the track gets loud, they want with their hands up. All my boys go da-dum, da-dum. When the beat drops, they want to follow the drum. And all my girls, yeah, they all go and drum. When the track gets loud, they want with their hands up. All my boys go da-dum, da-dum. When the beat drops, they want to follow the drum. And all my girls, yeah, they all go and drum. When the track gets loud, they want with their hands up. All my boys go da-dum, da-dum. When the beat drops, they want to follow the drum. And all my girls, yeah, they all go and drum. When the track gets loud, they want with their hands up. All my boys go da-dum, da-dum. When the beat drops, they want to follow the drum. And all my girls, yeah, they all go and drum. When the track gets loud, they want with their hands up. All my boys go da-dum, da-dum. When the beat drops, they want to follow the drum. And all my girls, yeah, they all go and drum. When the track gets loud, they want with their hands up. Switch, 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 switch. All my boys go da-dum, da-dum. When the beat drops, they want to follow the drum. And all my girls, yeah, they all go and drum. When the track gets loud, they want with.
So yeah, I decided that track was over, everyone. So that was the end of that one.
I had enough of that shit. Next.
This is how we roll.
And put your coins on the dresser.
Indeed, indeed. So yeah, we're back on air because we're talking about stuff. There's some really cool little bits of artwork going into the Discord chat at the moment, which I do like. So yeah, I particularly like this because of the Blade Runner reference, obviously. And obviously then we have Black Horse thing with wings.
Peggy Seuss.
Yes, Pegasus, the flying horse of legend.
We got some music for that.
Probably. And I thought that was Akira, but it's not Akira. It's some other dude on a bike in front of a tank. So there you go. But yeah, there's some cool stuff there. There you go. Who's he, Maz? Who's that man there? What's his name? His name is Neil Young. Somebody put
Neil Young.
No, someone's going to put that up for me. Thank you, whoever put that up.
My, hey, hey.
I was like,
Neil Young has gone away.
what's really interesting, I watched a thing the other day when Neil Young was cool, you know, back in the day. I mean, he was cool. I mean, he was cool. I mean, there was a moment where they were doing some kind of weird, what's that? What's it called?
LSD.
No.
Mushrooms, alcohol, drugs.
Those kind of hippie
and then they
folk
stopped doing drugs.
Hippie folk music thing. He was doing a thing with hippie folk music people, and then he comes on with a distorted electric guitar and rocks the hell out of it. And you're like, wow.
Well, again, people change over time, and you know, they're not who you thought they were in the end. So is I got a shout out for Jack 420 representing the male sex and taking people to court like he was supposed to. So yeah, represent.
Gotta love that.
Hell, that's hardcore. that hurts, man.
Well, that's cool. Is that guy got a tattoo that says no regrets? Because I'm willing to bet that he's probably got a couple right now.
Yeah, right. On the left side and on the right side.
I had an interesting conversation with someone the other day, and grown man this is, a grown man. We were having a conversation about wouldn't the world be nicer if all people were dogs? Dogs are much easier to deal with. In fact, animals in general are easier to deal with. And I was like, oh yeah. And then he went, especially elephants. And it's oddly specific, isn't it? Oddly specific.
Yeah. He's thought of this before, man.
Yeah.
Be scared. Be very scared, Joker.
Yeah, he sat down at night, watched a bit of telly, saw a documentary with Richard Attenborough saying things like, and here is the majestic elephant, and its tusks are renowned throughout the world, and look at the size of this elephant's trunk. And he's obviously taken it to heart, and he's gone, whoa, elephants. That's it.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Imagine it going bow wow.
Yeah. Do you know what? Sod dolphins.
Yeah.
Fuck dolphins, right?
Elephants. Fuck the dolphins. Yeah.
Elephants. That's the way to go.
It is the way to go, and the legend goes that in India the worst present that you could ever give somebody would be an elephant, because I mean you're giving them your animal to take care of, and they got a lot to prove now.
I mean,
Oh, the elephant! It withered. It got smaller and smaller until it was gone.
Its ears
it's
fell
a
off.
Magical elephant.
It's now
the
just
village ate well that year.
It's just a horse.
Yeah. Went bow wow, didn't it? Yeah. I remember another David Attenborough kind of humanist, disgusting, Darwinistic kind of look at things, and he was like, "Oh yes, the elephant, the magnificent beast, and throughout poaching, they have learned to keep their tusks shorter and shorter each generation." It's like, dude, they just don't get to grow. They kill them early. Their tusks grow shorter. Really? This is a semblance of the AK introducing quick change into the genome. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, guys. Here's a challenge for you, you memeaholics in the Discord chat this evening. Go and find the Ellie can't do without his Fant meme and get that one in there. I'm not going to search for it. I wonder how quickly you guys can get that one. Black and white drawing. You'll know it when you see it. The Ellie and the Fant. Get that one on there. I wonder who could do it quickest. That'd be interesting.
Go!
Yeah. On your marks, get set, and go!
Go! I used to be good at this. I'm in last place.
To be fair,
Fant.
Yeah, Ellie and Fant. It's kind of an old looking drawing, but it's a bit disturbing. When you see it, you'll go, that makes sense. But at the moment, we have a picture of somebody with an engagement ring through a glory hole. So
glory. Hey man, it could be worse. It could be worse.
Do you think that's the angel of death right there?
The AK of quick genetic change. That's what Darwin said. Yeah,
absolutely.
Evolutionary change is at the end of the AK. Yes, it is. Mr. Kalashnikov wouldn't have thought. He could only hope he could be so famous. Seriously,
It's all kicking off. That's all I can say. I did a bit more research on Canada. Apparently, it's a country just north of America.
So that's why they say it's North America?
Apparently so. Right, that's a picture of a fox and a camera. I think someone's misunderstood the instructions of my challenge, but there you go.
Well, I would kind of say representing on the theme of you'll know it when you see it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's true. I was able to spot the difference between a fox having a crap and a disturbing drawing of an Ellie and a Fant. But there you go.
Copy my timeline lives on. Yes.
Oh dear.
Oh, Aardvark Canadian.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, right. Okay, Aardvark, brilliant. Okay,
explain to us.
Tell us what's going on. What is
Where
going on?
Where does the maple syrup go in trucks?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I mean, and can all of the trucks run on maple syrup, or is it just like if you have like a conversion done or something? We had a similar thing in the UK a couple of years ago where we could run our vans on chip fat. So that
Chip.
every time a van went past it being converted, you could smell fish and chips. It was like the biggest tease ever. It's like, oh yeah, smell my fish and chips. There aren't any, but you can smell it.
Yeah. That would be very funny if they, put bumper stickers, this car's ride has been sponsored by Willie's and Benny's fish and chips over at the pier kind of thing. You could smell the fish and chips. Oh, ooh, quality. Where are you going? Right there. Where do you get your gasoline? Right over there. Have some fish and chips.
I just got to tell you guys, that's Maz's favourite joke. He loves this joke. This is the best, honestly. Every time he mentions it to me, he's always telling me this one.
Yeah, I love that joke.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. This is like the joke that says everything, and this must be a new one since somebody heard my joke.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
But it's not a Klansman.
Aardvark
It's
says
a
that
pedophile. A Klansman, I can excuse a Klansman. You know what I'm saying? It's a pedophile, a murderer, and a rapist.
So they keep the syrup, Maz, in a vault so Americans won't steal it.
Yeah, along with the fucking good cuts of bacon. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
More power to you, Aardvark. That's the way to keep an accounting.
I mean, my understanding is that Aardvark is now Canada as far as I'm concerned. Sorry. Canada's a large country. Aardvark may also be a large country, but I think it's unlikely.
Good line. Yeah. I've heard that done in the Marx Brothers. You have yeah.
Okay, I'm right. Off-piste a little bit there, but so it's a large country. But what I want to know is, can you hear the horns? Can you hear the horns of Gondor calling?
Moo. They're calling Moo.
Okay, so in current events, Prime Minister Centerfold is his usual clusterfuck self. Well, mate, I'll tell you what. You want to experience Boris Johnson, because at the moment in my country, it really is hold my beer. Because
I'm at a party having sex outside because you're not allowed to do that shit inside. But outside, it's okay if you don't know who you're doing it with, and there are 5 other people with you.
What I do love today, though, I did see an audio clip or a video clip, with Donald Trump going that he's behind the truckers in Canada. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing for them, to be honest.
It depends what kind of a trucker you are, you know what I'm saying?
Right, okay, so speaking of things that Trump may be doing, this is called I Feel It. It's by Cody. Check this out.
Cody Trump, yeah.
So I've just been checking out online, everyone, about the Canadian thing, and the actual headline of this article is "Why are anti-vaccine Canadian truckers converging on Ottawa?" And I thought they were basically having a go at the people from the group that made the DISCO song back in the 70s. But I've been reliably informed that that's Ottawa, not Ottawa, and those are different things. So
Why? It was so entertaining when it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know?
she
Man, we
is
could have made discoveries.
But Maz, right? Do you remember going back last year? We had a bit of a hit with instead of DISCO, we would do COVID. She is C.
I
Do you remember?
that.
She is O.
Yeah,
She is V. D.
Contagious.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Oblivious.
Yeah.
Omicron.
Omicron can go in there now. Yeah. She is Omicron. She is D. She is Delta. Yeah. Anyway, so that was instead of DISCO, it was going to be COVID, and now, thanks to Canada, we can actually say it's COVID by Ottawa instead of Ottawa.
Ottawa, yes.
And
I like that.
We could get away with releasing our parody song of DISCO, but COVID. It is C, contagious.
Yes.
It is O, something. We did come up with some options, didn't we?
We did. It was a very good riff on the situation, yes. And now it's time to make money.
It is time to make money, so we need to come up with
Let's
the other.
get our asses monetized.
Yeah, so C, contagious, definitely. It is O, Omicron. It is V, it's a virus. It is I, it's infectious.
Infectious.
It is D.
It is D. It is deadly. We're gonna die. We all gonna die. COVID.
Yeah, there you get. See, Maz is in the zone now.
No, dude, man, I'm you know me, produced away. Yeah.
It writes itself,
I'll have the
doesn't
concept
it?
nailed down by tomorrow morning, sir.
Oh, brilliant. But yeah, so yeah, that was that's where we were going with that, and also, who put the picture up of the foot? Where's that? Come on, cool. Blimey, you guys are on fire tonight, aren't you? There you go. Right, so this is called what, Maz? The foot with the
prickly pear.
It's called a prickly pear.
That would be the AKA prickly pear, which a bear would not want to fuck with.
No,
believe me.
I was taken back to my childhood instantly, and it's like, Maz says to me, you wouldn't want to pick one of those, and I was like, I know exactly how to pick one of those. I was taught how to do this
Yes,
as a child. There's a whole thing. So when you pick a paw or a prickly pear, and you pick a raw paw, well, next time beware. Don't pick the prickly pear by the paw. When you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear of the big paw. Have I given you a clue? Come on, guys, play the game.
Just pick the pears of the big pawpaw and leave these suckers alone, even though they taste way better.
Exactly. So anyone know what that's from? Anyone at all? You guys want to try in the chat over at Discord? Do join us on Discord. We have a great deal of fun in there, and we ignore all of the other platforms apparently because we haven't looked at anything else for ages.
We have a stream into the Discord that should take care of most of the other platforms, and if not, we talk to the people enough that they should know that, hey, we got a Discord. Come on and post your memes.
But yeah, because if I'm on YouTube, for instance, and I post something in YouTube, then that will, there you go, that will then appear just there. And Aardvark doesn't have a clue, and the other guys aren't playing because they're just like basically spam it with memes.
More memes. Meme juice. Yes.
So yeah, those of you who don't know, it's from the Bare Necessities, from the Jungle Book.
Yes, you got me good with that one.
I did.
I think that's very funny how you pulled that out of the hat. Bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a story about bacon.
Exactly. There's always something.
Prickly pear.
Isn't there?
I got a song about a prickly pear.
Yeah. There we go. So anyway, that's what that was about. Yeah, and so I'm a little bit more clued up now about Canadians.
Canada. Yes.
Yeah. And they look nothing like the South Park Canadians at all. I don't know if they're a different type of Canadian.
No, they don't.
I love the I'm not your friend, guy. I'm not your buddy, friend. Which,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey. Yes.
It's all cool stuff. Right, so back onto the show. It is literally 2 minutes past 8. We've gone past the 50% of the show. There's now 48% of the show left. That's how it works. It's time. Look it up.
Yes.
And we've got
All over.
more music. I've already told you about Ozark. What did I watch this morning? Interesting film biography about the late Dave Allen. That was quite interesting.
Yes, you said you were watching a show, and maybe you'll do like that special kind of mix thingy with the scratching and all that awesome stuff again.
Well, no.
Pay me.
I suppose I could.
Oh, $1,400 for 2 hours live show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I'm
Yeah.
working on it, man.
I'm up to I'm up to 20,000 hours now. So much so I can literally just walk in. I walk into the studio and just literally vomit on the equipment, and stuff happens.
People step aside, get out your way, and say, "Oh, hail, the mighty one has landed."
I mean, I did like the. Who did I say it was? It's basically it's the Dave Allen theme tune. So those of you who don't know who Dave Allen is, Dave Allen is a comedian who was rather risky back in the day. And he used to. It was great. Old TV was brilliant. Old TV was brilliant. You just go watch a bit of telly, and there's a guy on there at 10 o'clock at night, smoking with a glass of whiskey, telling a religious offensive joke on the BBC as well.
This is the good TV.
Yeah.
This is the good TV.
On the BBC. And there was one joke that stuck in my mind today, which is great because it takes the piss out of all religion, which is fantastic. So basically, this guy dies, goes to heaven, but he's a bit lost. He doesn't know what to do, and he's walking around. He sees all these doors, and then an angel appears and goes, "You look like you're lost." And he goes, "Yes, actually, am I? I don't know what to do." And he's not quite sure where to go. He said, "Well, it's very simple. That door over there, that's where all the Muslims are. That door over there, that's where all the Hindus are. That door over there, that's where all the Christians are, and so on and so forth." And then the angel goes, "And that door over there, that's where all the Catholics are." And the guy says, "Why are you whispering?" He goes, "They think they're the only ones up here." Anyway, not mine. That's Dave Allen's joke. Anyway, so I came across that today, and they kept going back to the sort of the intro of the what am I trying to say, Maz? The TV program.
The TV show intro.
And I was there listening to it, and I'm thinking, actually, I really like this. I thought I'm going to use that. That's going to end up being one of my background bed things. As you guys know, that's the background music for when we're talking, in case you're wondering what we're talking about. So we've got that.
It works very well, and I think it's like totally appropriate, and it sounds also.
It does
has
sound
that
really
sound
good.
It could be taken anywhere.
Yeah. So I'm going to stick a fat beat behind it, man.
Hell yeah!
But
808 time.
This is already a remix of the theme anyway, and then it just needs it needs just a tiny bit of help. It's a good track, but it needs a tiny bit of help. It's the theme from Dave Allen, and it's by Ski Whiff, this version. But check this out.
Ski Whiff is solid.
So there you go. A little bit of thingies and whatsits and all that kind of stuff. You know. I pushed play, and then I pushed play again. Yay, I'm a DJ.
Fader, play.
Yes.
See how easy it is. 1, 2, 1, 2.
So easy. All you need to do is be able to count to 4 16 times in a row, and you're DJ.
Really, and you're good to go.
Exactly. If I
a little bit harder than a hand grenade, but you know what? It's not the same principle.
If I knew what I know now back then, wow, things would be different. I'd be warning the world about COVID. I'd have bought shares in fucking face masks, I can tell you.
It's just a couple of years ago it would have made a difference in millions. I'm telling you, millions.
Exactly.
But I mean, that was the big racket. I mean, they're finding these storage bins. I saw something about a newsworthy item, like hundreds of thousands of lost packages were found in like this LA aqueduct where the mail trains go through, and they were kind of like they leave the cars there, they're full of boxes, and you see like boxes littering like a kilometer or something of track, just like tons of empty boxes because they broke into the cars, they stole everybody's shit. Amazing.
That's just crazy.
Yep. And then they go around on eBay and they sell it again, and then they steal it from the train again. I don't know, just
wow.
Society. Shame on them.
For those that know, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, right there. In case you're wondering what that superhero is called. That's got a big conversation more than once this week.
Down with the kids, man. Down with the kids.
Well, like we know Adam West Batman, the old 60s Batman. We've got a bit of love of that.
Yeah. Ooh, I actually found the audio of the Bat Twirl, if you're ever interested.
Oh, really? That would be pretty cool.
I finally found a good version of it.
In between us messing around with the old video effects, we should definitely have that. Every time I change screen.
I was thinking about that. Once in a while, I could understand that might be like a special transformation, but I could kind of see how it might get a little bit crazy.
Can you imagine every time?
Yes, I could though, but I imagined every time, and I you know what? Personally, I thought it would be the funniest fucking thing.
I agree.
Not everybody has such a sophisticated sense of humor as we do. I mean,
well, we know that. Hi, welcome to Huge Joker. Hi.
I could understand on your when you transform to your mixing decks when you're gonna go throw down, that would be a good one. You know, DJ Joker.
That's brilliant.
You know what I mean?
I love it. I think that's the best thing ever. I already want it. Although I'd want to change this to keep people on their toes. People, had different.
Like I'm saying, you just give me a list, and I'm good at hunting stuff down eventually.
Do you know what?
Give me a list.
What I would like, I'd love to get the Captain Scarlet drums. Dum 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 dum. I'd love to get a bit of that. Yes, okay. Joker, that's a great idea. Just leave me hanging, Maz. Thanks.
Sorry, I'm googling away, master.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. And then followed by
Make it exactly so. Would you please?
That was brilliant.
Yes. There are a couple of links and stuff like that. I'll download as high quality as I possibly can, or a reproduction of thereof, and I'll see how that works. Not a problem.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. I'll get it to you the usual ways.
The usual ways via the interweb. Ooh.
Absolutely.
Or you could just pass it to me. I'm literally sat right here. All you got to do is pass it through.
Here you go. I'm throwing.
Oh wait, it's there. There we are.
There I am.
Hang on.
Come on. There you go.
Wait, hang on. Where are you? You're there.
There you go.
Your arms are tiny up to mine. What's going on?
I have a long way to go.
You're like a tiny little man.
I'm a tiny little man. Living in the screen. Please let me out. This is not pantomime. I'm desperate. Please let me out. Please.
It's all about perspective. Do you know, on Microsoft Teams, for those of you who are in the world of having to attend video conferences and meetings online.
Listen, I told you I'd be more than happy to like watch and laugh my ass
Microsoft
off
Teams
in the
has a
background.
share mode. They have a share mode. So if there's multiple ones of you, basically it takes the cutout of your head and your shoulders and your arms, hello, and it puts you into a cinema seating arrangement, and then you're all sat in a cinema together watching the presentation. So, and in some respects it's really good. However, not everyone sets their camera up the same. So for instance, if I'm too close to the camera like this, I look like this really big-headed guy sat in a chair, and then next to me, they look tiny, little tiny person with a little tiny head because they're too far away.
Because they sit back, they don't have to be on the controller
Exactly.
all the time. I have the mouse at my fingertips, very readily available.
I forgot that it's flashing. You can tell I've not frozen.
I gotcha. You know what? Close enough. I'll give that one to you.
Actually, I shouldn't jinx it, should I? Really?
No, really. You know what?
No.
We didn't think that way, but now that you said something,
No, I've said it. Yeah.
can't happen.
In a minute, it'd be like,
As he checks his equipment.
yeah.
yeah.
Stop making
refresh camera. God damn it.
Refresh.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway, if you ever get the opportunity to use Microsoft Teams, look at all of the extra settings, and in there's one that it's called something like cinema mode or gang view or something like that. Anyway, and you basically get to sit next to all of your friends, and it just looks hilarious because people are just they haven't worked out the scaling of people.
Yeah. You got to sit in the right spot for it to work really well. Either that or big bulbous head with the gigantic nose or some. Yeah, that could be actually pretty funny.
Although I particularly like this one because I can make fun of Maz from behind him. You can't see because he's facing the wrong way.
Where'd you go?
Yeah.
I should be able to see you, but I can't. That wall works well. Damn you, Joker.
It's quiet, you.
Bang, 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 bang. Stop making all that noise, children.
I'm going to drop things on your head.
Oh, please, no. Oh, it's raining money.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, right. You said it. I wish. Damn, I can't catch that shit. The delay's killing me.
It's not legal tender in your world anyway, so...
It goes into the oblivion, yes.
You'll have to exchange it for Dogecoin or something and get on the old cryptocurrency.
Yeah, buy some of SpaceX.
Hey, you know about this because I know you're into the whole space thing. You remember that rocket he sent up a little while ago?
Yeah, it came down.
What? No, there's another one that he put up, and it's not coming down, Maz. It's gonna splat on the moon.
Yes, one of their ships that did a voyage is coming around for full circuit, and from what I understand, they want to crash that into the moon.
Now stop me if I'm wrong here, right? Okay, but we've already said that Elon Musk is probably. I just referred to Elon Musk as Elon Musk, as in Helen Musk, who we all know.
I go with that.
Yeah. If I remember rightly, so we talked about that person, and who was the other person? The guy who's in charge of Amazon.
Bales, the dick rocket, the penis, your mom's dildo up in space and come back down. You know that guy.
So
that's blatantly obscene. Yeah.
They're both evil masterminds. I mean, they are Bond villains, both of them. They're literally Bond villains.
Yeah. I'd give them Bond villains at least.
Yeah. So, just thinking about this, okay, so doesn't it sound like the kind of Bond villain-esque thing that some Bond villain would do? He'd basically go, if you do not pay me $1 trillion, I will explode a rocket into the moon, which will affect.
Watch. No digital effects needed. Yeah.
It will affect the moon's gravitational effect on the waves, and then people will drown in water, which doesn't usually happen.
Space 1999 comes true.
It's all a thing, isn't it? It's all a thing.
It is, but it is a thing. This is why we say, like, always the great producers and directors always have like some inside knowledge of this shit that's really going on.
We are literally
you know?
just living in an episode of UFO or something, aren't we?
A good episode of UFO. Yeah. Yeah.
This week on
and
UFO, Elon Musk accidentally puts a rocket into the moon.
Puts a rocket into the moon. Well, the Americans did that on almost every single rocket launch. They had the leftover of the spacecraft, and they like crashed it into the moon. They say one is still orbiting because they did a trajectory check, and the program says that it's probably still orbiting the moon some way from all the way back then. That's pretty cool, though.
Well, yeah, I know, but then there's also the other side. Like when the Russians put is it Laika the dog? Lika the dog? Luca? Laika?
Yeah, Laika the dog.
Laika the dog, right? Now, I didn't know this. I only learned this when I became an adult. But when I was in school, they teach you about going to space. And they sort of say the first dog was Laika, followed by Yuri Gagarin. And then the Americans had to step it up, and they got to the moon. And Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong got to the moon. Isn't it amazing? But you know what they didn't tell you? That poor doggy never came back down.
Never came back. Well, I mean, that was kind of obvious, and
Dog
the
corpse.
whole success of the American space program is when they got their monkeys back,
Bringing them
I
back,
mean,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's like half of the trip is getting to the top of Mount Everest. The hard part is getting your ass back down. You get it?
I just gotta say that kind of there was a moment where I was like, oh, that poor dog. You know, now, and at no point did I like have that feeling for anyone else or anything else in the whole space
world. It was
world.
orphan dog. It live in the street. We save its life. We give it food, and the rocket dog. It's famous worldwide. The dog. And
It had
dog.
a little space helmet and everything.
Yup.
And
The whole spacesuit and all that, and I think it was like 6-8 hours, and they lost contact with the ship, but the dog was still alive.
so here's my
You know what I'm
theory.
saying?
Here's my theory, right? Obviously, Vladimir Putin right now does not want to draw attention to what's going on in the Ukraine.
It's been going on for years, though.
Yeah, no. So, sorry. He does want to draw attention to it so that people forget about the fact that his nation killed a dog. Because if there's
conspiracy theory is deep with us, but in Russia, conspiracy theory to you. You don't do no conspiracy.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, I've seen John Wick. What a man will do for the death of a dog, and then you've got obviously. I mean, they didn't just kill the damn thing. They shot it into space and let it die up there. I mean, not even without like a tin of pedigree chum or something.
No, I'm sure the dog was not fed 24 hours before flight, to be honest.
Can you imagine? I mean,
Yeah, I can't imagine.
oh my God.
Life is cruel. We try it on the dog, next we put a man in the can, it worked perfect.
Did Yuri Gagarin come back down?
Yeah, he came back down.
Bastards.
He came back down, and he was in all his fame and shit like that. He had a motorcycle accident, and
So
this
what
was the end of Yuri Kaputsky.
What I have learned from this whole experience, right, basically, is that Russia is a country of dog-hating bastards. That's what I've learned from this.
That's what the hammer is for in the sequel, you know? We beat the dog first. Well, you know what? Any society generally that treats its people like it treats its animals can't be up to any good. Let's put it like that.
This is very true. But yeah, so there you go. There's a bit of a tangent for you kids.
Yeah, a little quick slap of philosophy in the face.
How the hell did we get onto that subject? I mean, boom.
Apply this to your situation. It was the Russian. They
I
hate
cannot
the dog.
believe it. No, it's wrong.
But again, with the rocket, everybody gonna want to crash a rocket. I think they're all fucking nuts. What are you gonna do with the moon? What? Somebody's gonna make more money, and they're gonna be more downtrodden workers in the end. And you can't go on strike with trucks on the moon.
I just wonder if obviously the precursor for all of this is that something potentially may happen. They're foreshadowing this issue, and the next thing you know, the sea's a big giant still pond because we don't have any waves anymore. Yes.
Blame it on Corona.
I imagine
The Soviets, we have nothing to do with this. Chinese communists. They take all the
Elon
blame.
Musk could be jumping into his next spaceship and flying away in his Mark V Tesla.
Really?
Yeah, which is up to 2. Aardvark writes more like the Twilight Zone rather than the Bond villain, I think is what he's talking about there, which I think, yeah, you're probably
I see
right.
a legitimate mix of both. Like, holy shit, I don't believe this is. Oh my god, it's scary.
Do you remember?
know what
Do you
I mean?
remember?
Even in Moonraker, on the space station.
I feel like I should give you an update as well on the. Remember we talked about Philip K. Dick the other week.
Yes.
PK Dick.
Yes.
PK
Dick.
Yeah. And
The one and almighty Dick.
So I've been watching that series, but it's called Electric Dreams, which I think is a song from the 80s, and if it's not, it should be.
It is. It is. It's an album of ELO did an album of it's called
Electric Dreams. There we go.
Yes.
That sounds cool. Anyway, so I've been watching that. It's really a precursor to Black Mirror. So if you're into your Twilight Zone things, Aardvark, you should definitely check out, if you've not checked out Black Mirror, I'm sure you have, you should check out Black Mirror.
Yes.
But a precursor to that, a few years ago, this was released, it's called Electric Dreams. It's all based on Philip K's work. Philip K. Dick, in fact.
Yeah, that's D-I-C-K.
Yeah. If you just search Dick in your in your favorite search
your
engine.
browser, in your search bar. Google B. Oh, Philip K.
Philip K. Dick, and you'll find him. And but anyway, it's Electric Dreams. Very, very good. I'm still working my way through it. But the stories have been really good.
I saw a movie, something that you suggested, something 9.
District 9.
District 9 with the prawns in Africa.
You won't believe this. Oh my God! Look, this is a little prawn, and look, he's hiding the technology in here, little bastard. Yeah, I love that. But there is a District 10 on its way, apparently. So I'm really excited about that because did you enjoy it?
Dude, I was like behind the prawns like 100%. I would have liked to know more about the prawns, to be honest. But oh man,
I have to tell you something. Remind me, I've got to tell you something.
Episode of the Twilight Zone, and there've been sci-fi like that, but that was like the most deserving fate that a scumbag can get.
I would never be involved in any sexual relations with no prawn.
The prawn, don't believe what you read in the paper. No sex.
I love how both of us can't do the accent, but we both want to.
Hey, it's the attempt is actually I did know some stuff.
Yours is better.
I'm trying not to be.
No, yours is better.
Racist.
I mean, you're more on par than I am. Definitely, there's no doubt there. But yeah, definitely worth a watch. So Electric Dreams, definitely you've got to watch.
Yes.
Black Mirror's on your binge list. Brilliant. You'll love Black Mirror. Do try and get through the Miley Cyrus one. It is worth it.
Get through it.
It is a bit.
First get through it. Yeah.
It's a bit painful because you go, oh fucking hell, it's Miley Cyrus. But actually, you do forget she's a decent actress in her own right. So, I'm not a fan or anything. Don't misunderstand. But
not like
it was
I
okay.
have the sheets and pillow covers and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've just got the curtains and
just I got into the Naruto.
And a 6x10 poster.
With the Lamborghini. And the Bond girls. Can't forget the Bond girls.
Yeah, exactly. So, those are the things that are happening. What was I saying? I don't know.
We were talking about the movies, and you gave your advice for
there was something
watching.
else. Oh yeah, we were talking about our good friends District, whatever it was, District 10.
District 9.
And, you were
With
up
the
to
prawns,
9.
the prawns.
And 10 is due out.
You'll be a lovely little prawn. Go in the bed. Dude, it was irony. You know how I love irony. I like,
Yeah. It's still in its in its kind of state of being made. So
this would be like the next moving of the prawns and like the development of the story, I would hope.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because I think that would be brilliant, and I would think that the way that guy was like a really bad human, he would be a really bad prawn also.
Blimey. I'm more impressed. Aardvark is making a reference to Samantha Fox there. A friend had pillowcases, which was a gift from his grandma. That's not disturbing at all.
Is that the porno queen Samantha Fox, or some well-known actress that isn't a porno queen Samantha
no.
Fox?
Well, for me, that's the lady who was promiscuous in the UK and showed off part of her body on the
I
infamous
remember in
page
the
3.
newspaper something.
Yeah.
I remember little Barbie something. Yes.
But the fact that Canadian is aware of that person is amazing. So maybe it's a different one. I don't know.
Page 3 girl. There you go. Same Samantha Fox everybody was thinking of.
Yeah. Fair play.
Same one.
Fair play. Internationally renowned.
Internationally renowned. Yes. Tonight only, Kopimi Radio Studios. We are presenting.
Wow, yeah, no, it is the same one. Yeah, brilliant. Good old Cockney girl. Hello, how's it going? That sort of thing, you know. Great. So, this is an interesting one as
There
we're
you
talking
go.
about all kinds of things. Oh my God. God, I remember that. She was awful. Yeah, as a singer, I mean, by the way.
Yeah. I remember that. God awful would be like the perfect adjective. Oh.
I don't know, someone wakes up in the morning and goes, you know, you kept showing your boobs. Yeah, you'd be a great singer. What?
Yeah, they get to show their boobs a lot. Yeah, a lot of people pay money to come and see us sing a really bad song and yell "touch me now" when they can't touch you, but you know, your boobs, baby. Come on, we could sell that.
Right.
Work the left one a little bit more.
I love how we
Make
get
it smile. Make it smile.
I love how we get like
Damn it.
really good information out of our listeners as well. So obviously with Aardvark telling us their friends' parents are from Croydon. Thank you. Really useful. I'm writing all of this down. I'll be able to work out your password in no time. Friends' parents are from Croydon. Croydon. Elegant. Sam Fox's pillowcases. Yes. Or
Yes.
even Sam Fox's pillows. That would be an interesting
The secret word
thing.
is grandma. The secret word is grandma.
Right. Okay. So anyway, whilst we are having lots of fun and talking about things inside my head, here's a track called "Inside My Head," and it's by Audio Jack.
Wow, you're amazing.
I know.
You're listening to DJ Joker on Kopimi Radio.
something I feel inside my head, inside my head, inside my head, inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, inside my head. I think it's something I feel inside my head, inside my head, inside my head, inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, inside my head. I think it's something I feel inside my head, 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 inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, inside my head, inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, inside my head, inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, 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 inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, 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 inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, 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 inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, 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 inside my head. There's something going around inside my head, 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 inside my head. There's something going around inside my head. There's something going around inside my head. Inside my head.
Yeah, oh my dear.
I want this T-shirt so badly. This is the best. This is the best T-shirt ever.
Well, I'm sure before Father's Day, whenever that is, you drop a hint to your daughter, and she could put "America likes Trump, United Kingdom, hold my beer," and on the back, my daughter bought me this shirt.
Yeah.
She also has a political opinion as a one, you know.
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, they do use the same hairdresser as well, Aardvark. That's a well-established fact.
I think that hair thing is like a code between them, kind of thing. You know, like the baboons got the purple and blue asses, and these monkeys have big noses. Well, real fuck ups. They got some messed up hair, man.
I think, you know what? We shouldn't judge these things. Everyone's to their own if they want to have hair like that.
Yeah, but it's like a symbology kind of thing. It's so above, so below. The clues are right in front of you, and yeah, I think it's like they belong to a club, and all the members have like some that they do in display wise, and they all recognize each other by their display.
Yeah, let's just check in on Canada, see how Canada are doing for a second.
Yeah, rainbow butt monkeys. Yeah, exactly.
Let me just check. Yep, they're still at it over there, and I've just
You beep.
Thank you for joining us on
sirens last time during the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, can you imagine if we did this properly? It's like, and now across to the news, and it's like, yes, I'm here in Canada at the moment. Oh, there are many truck drivers here. I'm not making this up at all.
Beep, beep. Yeah, and then you put on some a lot of the honking and some Canadian party sound.
Now, do you know, I've forgotten about this. I've got it in my watch list somewhere. There is a film where basically there are a couple of reporters, and they happen to be caught in. I'm just going to make this up for a second. They happen to be caught in Afghanistan. They're behind enemy lines, and they basically are giving out broadcasts from behind enemy lines, and everyone's going, "This is amazing! You guys are the best journalists ever." But but it turns out they missed their flight. And we're actually broadcasting from the local hotel room, which is in the building next door to where the actual place is. I can't remember what the name of the film is.
It's been known to be done like that. The funniest thing was you would see all these news channels broadcasting, and they would have their partner in crime or whatever cameraman or whatever associate was with them at that moment. And one would have the helmet on, one would have a flak jacket on, and the guy behind the camera was like, what the fuck? It was the funniest looking thing. Like, everybody had parts of stuff, and yeah, okay. But then again, you got the people really working, and quite a few cameramen were fucking killed.
Yeah.
In that stuff. And again, you know.
No, it's crazy stuff, but I can't remember what the film is, but I do want to watch it. I haven't seen it. The premise is there. I could probably tell you how the film goes. I could probably write it for you.
What to find?
You know.
But I would always rather watch a documentary like that, like the uprising in Seattle. I saw that was absolutely outrageous. How many live cameras and all that stuff were available when everything was going down. It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do like that kind of thing. I think you're right, Aardvark. I think it is a Ricky Gervais film. And he's with some Hollywood A-lister as well in that.
Matches his humor though.
Yeah.
I could see him like spoofing something like that. Why not?
Bang
he's
on.
a devious fucker. He's funny as hell.
Yeah, but why go when you can do it from here? I mean, just
save the play, yeah. And you got takeaway food, you know.
Let me. I'm just trying to remember if I can even do this or not. It's there's a way to do this. If I just turn that down a little bit, just do that and say, yeah. So I'm here right now in Canada. You can hear in the background all of the trucks. There are 2 of them. Special Correspondence. It's on Netflix. Aardvark is now an official researcher for our show, Maz.
Pick a color, Aardvark. Pick a color. It's official researcher. Well, Raven also. So yeah, whichever. Yeah, not a problem. Totally legit.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. People who are obviously invested in what we're doing, which is great.
See what happens when you answer a tweet with gasoline or salty water while working? There you go, man. See?
That's
you make
right.
friends all over the internet like that.
Damn right.
Absolutely.
Were you trying to work out how to make heavy water again? Because that's frowned upon in some places.
Someone was having a problem with the computer, and
you said salt water.
That have worked for me in the past.
You said the solution to this problem of your computer is salt water. Really?
Yeah, I even tagged you in it. I thought at least I would get a response from you.
Well,
yeah.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Did I respond?
No, you didn't. You went oblivious with your Mazanga-finding Jokerisms. Yes.
I probably did that. That sounds more like me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've got no recollection of that at all. I'm really sorry.
A couple of weeks ago.
Oh, Jesus.
I saw an old question. And
Weeks
I was
ago.
Like, wow. Last week, 2 weeks, something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I've got no chance. I mean, Christ, if you don't get me in the week, that's it. You know that by now.
I know. This is why I'm not like, it's okay. Now you know. Find it when you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Not a problem. I'm sure it'll be in your mentions someplace.
I'm sure
But
it will
yeah,
be.
that was my answer. Either gasoline or salty water while
salty
working.
water. Right,
Yes.
okay. But
And I put forward a picture of mine being solved with gasoline too. All them years ago when I burnt that computer, that gave me so many problems. So I took it outside, I gave it a bath and a match.
crazy stuff. So where are we? We are 8:48, and that means that 12 minutes left. Yeah, that's
And
right.
YouTube requests us we resume our stream. Yeah, interesting how they do that.
I didn't realise we'd stopped, but okay. Was there a boring bit of the show? Is that what they do now?
No, I think it's Mark doesn't hear his name mentioned often enough, and
Well, that's
and
Facebook,
the other
isn't it?
robot
That's
Bill and
Facebook,
stuff
not
like
not
that.
YouTube. It's the other place,
Facebook.
isn't it?
No, not YouTube.
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark.
YouTube,
over.
I get warnings after, and I'll like cut the fine. You know, you don't want people to hear your awesome music that DJ Joker took on to play.
I love the fact that YouTube is more like the teacher who'd bring you in after you were naughty in class and go, now you know what you did, don't you? And it was a bit naughty, but
yes,
just try not to do it again next time, please. Whereas
breaking the rules.
Whereas Mark's a bit more like, get out of the class. All right, you can come back in now. I mean, he's a bit like that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Do you have a hall pass?
Yeah. There's a knock.
Let me give you one
There's a knock on the door, and Mrs. Umga is there. It's like, can I borrow Joker for a minute, please? I think he's got something of mine. And Mr. Sony and.
We're going to Mr. Sony's office right now.
Yeah, go to Mr. Sony's office right now. We think that you've got something of his, and I think you know what it is.
You may have something.
You may have something of his,
but we're not very clear on that. But if you say nothing, everything goes away in a couple of months. So,
you come to the office, and we'll have a conversation about it. And then when you get there,
absolutely.
When you get there,
and you hope that you went to civics class the day they told you about speech and not speech.
And basically they're there, and you empty out your pockets, and they go, right, well, there's nothing in your pockets. Well, I guess then in that case, we don't have a claim against you on this occasion.
Yes.
Go back to class. Go back to class, and let your teacher know what's happened.
Quitted.
Yeah.
Here. Send them up.
That whole process, by the way, everyone, takes about 2 weeks.
If you're lucky. If not, I get a response after, about 8 years ago, you had a show and we blocked it. Well, we've decided to unblock it.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, cool. I don't have like unblock one of these. So cool.
Yeah, we
play it back.
We've finally got round to listening to your show, and we decided it's actually pretty good. So we're going to unblock it for you. Anyway, just in case this happens to this one, the person who blocks our shows, your mum's a whore.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Maz.
Absolutely.
In 8 years' time, this one's not getting unblocked. Just to let you know, okay?
Especially for our Facebook audience. There you go. There you go.
Oh, dear.
Come over and watch us on YouTube and all the other addresses in the address. Leave Facebook alone. We would want to.
Yeah.
But we have too much fun fucking with Mark.
Anyway, we got some lyrics in this song, so we better not talk over this. This is called Foolin' Me by Sisters Cap.
Never want to do that.
I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, it's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, it's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, it's the way it is.
So we're coming to the end of the evening, which means this is the end, my friend.
My
It's
friend.
the end.
Yes.
The end. Probably something like that, isn't it? Now, I did have.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. One of my favorite songs.
I decided that this was going to be my new outro music. Here it comes. So yeah, thank you for staying on with us.
Are you out of your mind, man?
We were joined this evening by Mazanga von Badman. We discussed Canada, COVID, the Ozarks, and we made friends with Aardvark, who is a Canadian.
Yes.
And what else did we talk about? Oh yeah,
We talked about the trucker strike. We talked about a couple of different movie genres. Yes, a couple of suggested movies of DJ Joker that I happened to see. District 9.
and
The prawns. Good
prawns, fucking prawn.
Good prawn.
They like cat food. They love cat food.
The cat food. That was a killer. Bogus Nigerian cat food trick.
So I have to go.
Thank you, Ace Machine.
Yeah, I have to go. Yeah, thank you, Ace Machine. I have to go for no other reason than the darts are on, and I need to know who's
Darts.
winning.
Not even pumpkin excuse. Now it's darts.
Yeah, I need to go and see what's happening in the world of darting things, and see who's in the rundown for that. So
Right on, man.
thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week where we'll do it a little bit better and maybe a little bit different, and
Yes.
maybe in a different color, like blue or something.
Pick one. I'm behind you, man.
So anyway, thanks for listening. You've been listening to Kopimi Radio with DJ Joker and Mazanga von Batman. Good night.